Hello, welcome to my studio. My name is Tracy Winesapple, and here we are. Let's see. If you're joining me live, leave me a comment so I know you can hear me, see me, sound. There we go. I'm dressed like a lumberjack today. Don't know why. It's fall in North Carolina. So when it's fall, you dress like it's fall. I don't. I feel like I've. Okay. Hi, Cindy. I. All right. I want to share some behind the scenes, but I'm not sure if I can. So I'll look because I'm mid. I'm pretty. I'm really transparent, and I share what I'm working on. But starting this Friday, my art retreat is starting officially. If you're joining in virtually, sorry. The hair, the lumberjack look. Oh my God. I have been walking around. Look at my shirt. Excuse me. I had a wardrobe malfunction. Oh my God. I've been walking around. Okay. Hi, Anne. I have been walking around with my shirt buttoned wrong the whole day. Actually, not the whole day, since 11:30, 12 o'clock, because I went and tried on some shirts. Okay, so welcome to my studio. My name is Tracy Winesapple. I teach art, do art, live art. I'm an artist. And I love to share and inspire you every Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. I go live behind the scenes as Tracy Winesapple is Anne. I also have a membership group called Your Artful Journey. By the way, your Artful Journey members, love the shirt, can relate to the malfunction. I'm sorry, that was just a look. Your Artful Journey members, this weekend, I had to move a ton of stuff around because I pre-planned stuff. Um, Sometimes I have these moments where I say, Rosie's like, you're the best, even though you can't dress yourself. It's true. Sometimes I have these moments where I'm like, I'm just going to experiment and play. And when I do that, and I share it, post it, all of the things, and I can turn that into a lesson for your artful journey, I do it. And by golly, I am obsessed. So I don't see that I'm frozen. I can still see me. Just make sure somebody said you're frozen, but I can still see me. And hello, everybody. Hi, Jerry. Hi, Sherry. Hi, Irene. Not frozen here. You might want to restart. Sandra. But sometimes what happens is I literally have these moments of something will work or something will not work. And I'm not going to do anything, well, I'll try not to. Also, if it's not going to work for me, probably won't work for you. But anyway, this book, by the way, got wet. So it's a little warped, but it still works. And I'm not going to waste a page of watercolor paper. I have only one more page in here. So I am obsessed. You're going to probably see me do this 10 more times, just so you know. So your Artful Journey members, that was your update. Tonight is the full moon, so I can't guarantee anything that goes on in here. I don't know if I can share my camera of what's behind the scenes without you knowing. I have all the free gifts for the in-person attendees for my retreat right over there. Maybe I can block them. So here's the camera. I know, the camera follows me. Okay. Hello, camera. Hi. So camera, we're going to move over here, but we can't show. Oh, wait, is it following me? Hi. Can you see me? Hello. Okay. Will it follow me? Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. It isn't. Wait. No, it isn't. Okay, sorry. If it doesn't want to work, hi, dressed like a lumberjack. Will you move over here? Oh, there we go. Okay. You can't see this area. Anyway, if it's not moving, it's not moving. I'll get it. I'll get it to work. Anyway, I always surprise the people. This weekend is my art retreat. It starts on Friday for those who are joining in person, and then Saturday for those of you who are virtual. Please check the Facebook group. Everything is in motion. That's why I look like this. That's why I'm dressed like a lumberjack. And the good news is you couldn't see the things that the surprises I have. So I'm going to take my shoes off. Another thing that I have been working on, and I just am going to ask some questions for those of you who are Christmas people. I'm a Christmas person. I love Christmas. I love Thanksgiving. You know what's funny is I am hosting Thanksgiving. I'm hosting Thanksgiving on the Thursday, but I'm traveling until Tuesday night. And I am hosting 14 people on Thanksgiving. Anyway, I digress. But it's like I know those of you, and I've been watching a few of the influencers out there. I don't go stir crazy with Christmas. I'm a real simple person, real simple. And I see these influencers turning their front doors into a menagerie of wreaths and ornaments, and I don't know where people store anything. Somebody needs to explain to me where these influencers are storing all of the things. Now, I get it if you get it. Then I want to donate it, which I'll talk about because but I don't know what you do. Like when you buy a 13-foot skeleton at Halloween, where does that skeleton live? For 11 months, 10 months out of the year. Okay. Anyway, I'm into it and I get into it, but I have decided a storage unit. Yeah, I guess so. I'm of that belief though that if you have a storage unit, like I don't know. I'm not going to judge. I don't know. The attic, I don't have an attic. I have a crawl space. You know what? I could put a 12-foot skeleton in my crawl space. It's very big. You're right. So I'm not going to judge here. I'm not here to judge. I would love to have one of the influencers come over and use my house. But then they have to put it up and take it down because I don't have the wherewithal to do it all. But here's what I decided. You guys are always asking me, and I get so many, like, I love it. You guys want to mail me things and say thank you and share your artwork. It's like the biggest gift I've ever received in my entire life. It is really the biggest gift in my entire life. And I know many of these artists too and influencers. I watch them redecorate a skeleton and then put Christmas clothes on it and all of the things. They repurpose. Actually, down the street in North Carolina, we have people who just leave their 12-foot skeleton up year round. It hasn't left since I've moved here. And sometimes it's wearing a Santa suit. I get it. Anyway, so I love Christmas. I love the spirit of Christmas. I love my family at Christmas. I love everything. I love the kids, the traditions. I did for Christmas, by the way, Santa always left footprints through the house. I don't know if there's any children. It was so magical for me making Christmas. But back in my day, Santa left footprints, and I have OCD, so Santa left footprints on brown packaging paper until one year one of my smart kids said, "Wow, Mom, Santa has Skechers just like you." That little turkey. And I've done all the things. I'm getting a little bit older, but I decided what I wanted to do was I'm going to put a tree, a pencil tree. I'm not putting a 12-foot full length tree. Um, I'm not putting a full live tree. I have so many trees in my backyard, I could go decorate all of them. But what I'm going to do is put a pencil tree in here, and I'm going to start putting ornaments and making my own ornaments. Now, I'm not going to make them like when I was a kid with the painted pasta. Um, so this took 4 minutes. I timed it. I just cut this out, and I'll share. I just made a bunch of double layered ornaments. Okay. Sue, I'm going to answer your question. But this took me like 4 minutes. This started as this. And what I'm doing is like this comes like this, and then this goes there, and then this goes there. I don't care if you change this up. I'm going to do ornaments. I'm going to put a pencil tree in here, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to transfer that tree into the house. I'm going to walk it in like the Scrooge, or no, like the Grinch, and just shove it up the thing, put it in the house. So here's the thing. I will answer, Sue, I will answer your question. So my question to you is, I just packaged these up. I just cut all these out. There's 5 different ornaments. They're double layered. So if anybody wants to buy these, they're already on the website. There's 5 of them. They're double layers. I also am going to do, because I want to make, like, I want to paint on these and put like scenery, Christmas scenes, trees. So I just wanted something plain. Do you want 5 of these, or do you want 10 of these, 2 of each? Like if I package these up, you want 5 or do you want 10? I don't want to do both. I figured I think I should do 10 of these and 5 of these, but I'm going to have many more. And then for those of you who say, I love to send you art, you could send me any ornament. I'll give out my P.O. box. I'm not doing a drive. I'm not doing woe is me. I just want to share your artwork inspired. Good. Just do 10, 5. Just put 10 or 5. I love it. Because some people like 2 of everything. I know those 2 of everything people. I'm one of those people. I'm 2 of everything. One I'm going to mess up, and the other one is going to be real. You want to gift them. I want your answer. By the way, I could put them on the website as 5 and 10. I don't know what I'm thinking right now. Anyway, but there'll be different designs. There will be different designs. This took me 5 minutes. This will take me 5 minutes, okay? Thank you. And if you don't mind capturing this survey that I just took, and I want to do stuff that you can come in, and I'm going to go live. Denise, I'm cutting them out right now. Denise, do not ruin my surprises. Denise, I'm cutting things out right now. Okay, I'm going to have them cut for this weekend. because I want to go balls out on Christmas. I'm hosting Thanksgiving and I'm hosting Christmas. Why not the 2-piece set and a set of 5 ornament designs? Um, you know what? It's weird when I list stuff. I got to keep them separate. Thank you, Anne. Okay, to answer the question about the retreat, the virtual retreat or the in-person retreat this weekend. If you're joining me in person, no problem. Virtually. Sue asked, I'm confused. If we're an Artful Journey member, do we pay you a fee for the class this weekend? So the retreat is something very separate. The retreat is separate. It is not an art challenge. It is not included free unless you are a new member and you joined just recently in September. If you have any questions about that, you can email at help@yourartfuljourney.com. I just put this on the screen. Laura said keep it KISS. That's me. But you know what? I could put 5 and I could put 10. I could put 5 and then I could put 10. But I'm not going to intermingle these with these. Okay. In literally 5 minutes before I went online, 5 minutes, I just said, you know what? I want something simple, but everyone's going to have a technique to it, or I'll paint on it, or I'll talk about this one. It took me, it was so fun. Like, it's so relaxing. Okay. So if you're joining me for the retreat this weekend, please make sure you are in the Facebook group. You are doing all of the things, check the schedule. It is all recorded. Yes, you can watch it. There are going to be 3 live sessions. Those are the 3 live classes that I teach. Heaven forbid if all things go haywire and whatever, I will always come through on all content and make sure that you have that. That is my sole purpose. Do I have a price point? Not right now. I don't. I've already put the other ones on the website. In fact, I'm cutting them as we speak so that the people at your Artful Journey, people at the retreat this weekend, they can take them home. Denise. If they want to buy them, I thought I would do that. And I'll go through and just start painting a bunch of these, okay? And I'll share them. By the way, I'll figure it out. I just run my business like. But I thought that would be fun through November, and then I could take the tree in the house. Finally got here. Facebook was a challenge tonight. Okay. Welcome. Welcome. All right, I gotta sneeze. So tonight, every Wednesday, I go live. I do a free demo. I had 4 people message or email me today and said, please provide me the supply list for tonight. I never get it. Well, there is no supply list. Okay. On Wednesdays, I do a free live demo from the creative space that I'm in. And I have to tell you, today has been a little bit of a crazy pants day. I'm prepping, I'm name badging, I am going way overboard. I am welcoming Anne tomorrow. We're doing our company dinner tomorrow night, which might turn into me at a meet and greet in the town and then going to our company dinner. Then I visited some local businesses today to had to go to the post office. Basically, I had a 3-hour Zoom. I've been going since 8 a.m. Haven't sat down. So the space I'm in is just, I need to unclutter, relieve, and we'll do, by the way, I'll do live ornaments in November. We are in November. I will do live ornaments. We'll just pick some sessions. I'll do tea with Tracy. I'll go extra lives. But for tonight, I create from the space I'm in, meaning I don't provide a supply list in advance. I don't let you know if it's in watercolors. It's the only way I'm able to go live every Wednesday. I love it that Anne has probably been packed for 4 days, but she's telling me she's packed. So if I every week had to do a supply list in advance, have a prepared project, say this is what I'm doing, photograph the project. On Wednesdays, I would probably cancel and or do it every other week. So on Wednesdays, I go live from the space I'm in. Some people say, well, why aren't you presenting us with this project that you shared? Well, I did share this in your artful journey, but this takes longer and is more in depth than me signing on and saying, let's do something together that is low key, that puts us in a better mind space, is about my morning meditation, and that's what I do. Okay? That is what I do. So every Wednesday is free, but after the fact, so don't think I'm totally unprepared. After the fact, everything that I do is edited and put into a blog on my website and put into my newsletter the following Tuesday under free tutorials so that you guys can create and see those pictures and see what I created. We put them on Facebook. Okay, so I just wanted to let you know that yes, there are a lot of people out in the universe who can say, this is what I'm creating. I really, really, really create from the space I'm in. Okay. I really, really, really. I also include on those tutorials that go onto my website, I do as well include the links. So I don't typically come on here and say, well, this is the tape I'm using. Although somebody just asked, what is the tape you're using? I'm not a tape snob. But Jerry, I can put that on here. If you're a member of your Artful Journey, we share our artwork in our group. I did just share the tape. I can't normally answer questions and paint at the same time, but she asked it, and timing wise, I could do it. But I put all those links in there. Okay. All right. What time is it? Oh, I got to get started. I'm running late. I'm late for a very important date. Okay. I got to think. What space am I in? I wasn't talking and thinking about what space I was in. Oh, if you would like to purchase tonight's journal, the first page is painted for free for you by me. I think the cost of this journal is $16.75 plus shipping. If you'd like to purchase, USA only. Sorry, international. The postal fees, which I do not control. So if you choose to yell at me in all capital letters that I am not making my international fan base happy, I'm sorry. It's just international shipping is terrible. And I tell you up front, it's terrible. And so there you go. Okay. I'm going to work in watercolors because I think last week I did, I feel like last week I did mixed media. I don't know, but was I even here next week, last week? I have one more work trip for the year, which I'm also turning into an extra 3-day vacation with my baby Drew. and I'm going to a water park. Yeah. Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. Clarice from Paris. Clarice rhymes with Paris. Said, watching in the car on our way to San Francisco to fly out to the retreat tomorrow morning. Okay. Clarice, you're interrupting. I'm busy. Okay. So I am going to. Okay. That's a leaf. It's fall, y'all. Oh, I got this paper wet. Okay. I'm just drawing some basic. Clarice is like, oh, don't yell at me, lady. By the way, I've met her before, so I can tease her. These are like, I don't know, just leaves. Safe travels, by the way. Yeah, everybody's saying it, and I'm the one who's just like on another planet right now. Oh, I don't know what that is. Okay. Well, 6, 7. Okay. Okay. Now I'm going to try and just paint this background and kind of ignore it, which is a weird thing to say. I'm going to get a watercolor brush, a round brush. I did clean my water before we started. I'm going to move it over here just so I can just a round brush. Okay. Watercolors follow water. Okay. Oh, sorry. We're just going to let this simmer around, stew around as light as possible. Doesn't have to be dark. Wet on wet is what I'm doing when I pre-wet the leaves. Very light. I just move the water around a little bit. Don't worry if you go out of the lines. Things are mixing. You're a little stressed out. You have no control over the situation. I got it. I gotcha. I want this to dry. Thank you, Anne. She said, oh, this is beautiful. I don't pay her to say that, but since she said it, that's nice. Okay. Like I said, going out of the lines, perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. If you notice any additional ponding of water, I just dry off the brush. This is a brand new journal, so dry off the brush. If I don't think this is accounted for, I'm making this a little different. You know me. I'm gonna let this dry. I need a water. I don't know if I have one. Let me grab a water. Yep, I'm gonna. Oh, I don't want to ruin my perfect display in my water. All right, well, I'm taking one out. I want this to dry, which I could just force. Heat tool. I'm just forcing it dry a little bit. Now I know you guys think this is all I'm doing. We're done. No, I'm kidding. I just ruined my perfect display in my cabinet. All right. I'm not done. This one's pretty good. I want to see if I have a. Denise, are you getting this journal? I think Denise is getting this journal. Ooh, well, then I got to go crazy. Okay. Now, I know it's just simple, and I like this. I like simple, but I know Denise, so I'm not going to continue with simple. She's going to be here this weekend, so I'm going to zone in. I'm going to use it's the fine part of the Sharpie. By the way, do you know that Sharpie now has 3 tips? Ultra fine, fine, and there's like another one. So I'm going to try and get those. I got to test them first. I got to make sure it's another tip. I don't understand why, but they brought one in between these two, I think. Just found out about that. Okay. It's like every day there's a new art material. Okay. Are we dry? Yeah, we are. Okay. I'm going to draw over this, not in the same location. I'm going to draw like another stem that comes down. It's in conjunction, but not placed perfectly. And I'm going to do teardroppy looking leaves. And then we're going to like have some fun. Oh, I did mean to do one thing. I apologize. Up the middle of all of these, just so I keep them all separate. It's like a mirrored image over the image, but one is darker. And it's just a play. And then there's going to be some more detail to it. Mm. Okay. I know I just went kind of nutty butter, but, and I want this one to be darker. Okay. And then I'm going to draw some fun designs in here. Whoops, I'm going to do one. So that is in essence my background. Okay. You know what? I should talk to the people at Sharpie and say, hey, I don't really, I just support companies that I love. I don't expect anything, but I just love. So I'm using the thinner, the ultra fine tip. So that guy's just staying in the background. These guys are the main part of the show. And I'm just going to look at me. I'm gonna, whoops. It's like a baton here. And when I go out of the line, just create a new line, okay? Just have fun. And don't worry, we're going to splatter the heck out of her. Now, I kind of have to remember, ugh, I don't even know which tip goes on. Okay. told you this was going to be a little wackadoo, but I'm in this mood. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. I'm telling you, I am having the most fun with fall leaves. I'm hoping there's time in the studio, especially like during the lunch, we can throw up the door. Okay. Now I'm gonna go boom, boom, boom. And then I'm gonna go boom, oh, boom, boom. Okay. I'm switching between the ultra fine and fine. If you're wondering why I'm treating this like some giant baton of sorts, is that's all I'm doing. I've got a double-sided Sharpie this bad. These things just work fantastic for me. Just random dots, because who cares? Oh, let's make sure we put these on the right tip. Okay, so I know this is going to Denise, and so now Denise is going, okay, work your magic. No. Um, I can't just leave it like this. I have to take my watercolors, spray them out. Okay, a little bit of water helps this situation. Whoops, let's protect this. Burp, 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 burp. Well, the good news is Denise gets to pick this up in person. I hope she still likes it. Okay, here we go. La 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 la. I can't totally invest in a white background. I just cannot. I don't know why. I try, but somehow the whiteness screws it just is. I just don't know. So I'm throwing some red, I'm throwing some orange. Whoa. It just makes me happy. And then I'm going to do one other thing cuz I I just can't help myself. Okay? I'm going to do one last color. Oh, why? Because I love teal. Okay. Don't do too much. Okay? Got to let this dry. And while that is drying, I'll be great because I have to get this all to my team tonight because I'm going to be busy this weekend. Okay. And I'm going to throw some swirls and love in there. Okay, I just am wiping that down, closing that up. Okay, Denise, I kept it virtually clean. By the way, I am not making a mess tonight. I am using pretty good. All right, let this dry. And I'm going to add one other thing. This was the mood I was in. Now, if earlier I would have said to everybody, we're working in watercolors, or we're working in acrylics, or we're working, it wouldn't have turned out like this. So I always have to work from the space that I'm in. It's just a thing. I don't want to mess up any of my splatters. Ooh, I smell paper burning. We're good. We were close. I just need a few wing-a-dingies. I just need a swirl. Oh boy, that's still wet. Okay, if in doubt, swirl it out. And when you swirl it out, and I can't help myself because I already feel what's coming. I already know what's coming. So might as well get it ready. Okay, Denise, I'm sorry. I'm just adding the things. Oh, well, that was a boo-boo, but doesn't matter because I can turn a boo-boo into a non-boo-boo. She's a non-boo-boo. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I sometimes I feel it. Sometimes it's like the Mounds commercial. Sometimes you feel like a heart. Sometimes you don't. My favorite candy bars and almond joy. Okay. Do you guys know how many trick or treaters I had? I was pretty pissed about that one. Okay. Y'all know one of my signature things is my Pyro Red Hearts. 1, 2. Sometimes they go in, sometimes they don't. Sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't. Whoa. But I got to put 5 because it's my favorite number. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. It just finds a space. Okay? Had I not created from the space I was in, like earlier, and I answered that question, this would have been a different situation. Find that thing. Find that little thing that you go, oh my God, that means so much to me. Like this painting means so much to me. Doesn't need a border, doesn't need, I could have done a border, I could have done a blah, da, 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 but she's just, yeah. Dang, that was fun. Do you know that on my list of stuff that I wrote for this weekend, like do this, free this, do this, da, 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 don't forget art journal, this, idea this. I had to write, have fun. Sometimes that's the most important thing. Oh, spell my name right. That would have been good too. Okay. I used Pyrrole Red for the hearts. That wasn't. I used the classics. I used two brushes. One was round, one was a liner brush for the hearts. Some painter's tape. Okay. Oh, Denise. Denise just said, I guess that's one less journal I need to bring. She just saved herself a pound. Okay. Denise, I'll just add that into the bag. Um, Here's the whole thing. Do something creative every day. That keep it simple thing. Like I just literally painted an ornament that made me happy, which by the way, pyro red hearts on this. I I am sorry, but the paintbrush is already out. Oh, but I just noticed that's not going to work. Okay. Oh, like find that little art voice in you. Oh, I, I'll show you. I just pyro red hearted it. I don't think I should have to list the color, but you know what? That means a little bit more to me than what I had 2 seconds ago. Although I already photographed it. Okay. And thank you guys for letting me create from the space I'm in every Wednesday. Maybe I know there are a million painters out there who prep 2 years in advance, 2 months. When I create better from the space that I'm in. I really do. And I hope that it teaches you to just be that authentic self, that you show up to your art journal or an ornament or whatever project you're going to work on, and you look at that white space, that canvas, that wood, and you just say, I'm just going to create from the space I'm in, and I'm going to see what happens. Linda said, I'm so glad I caught you. Different time zone in Australia. Oh yeah, I think you're on a different day than we. And by the way, it is 8:30 with this time change. Uh with this time change. Oh, Denise wants to know, are the glasses, everything over there is going to be available for sale. Denise, you already have a hat. You are on hat restriction. Yes. Um so just do you. Just do you. By the way, my kids when they were growing up, I'll leave you with this. We're still early. This took 30 minutes, whatever. My kids would say, "Mom, I'm doing this and I'm dealing with this, or I'm dealing I'm dealing with this situation." And they would walk away and I would say, "Do you? Do you?" This was 20 years ago. This was before the uh, let them movement and all that other stuff. Before you could write a book about stuff. And I would just tell my kids, do you? And one day I looked back and I had to say to myself, I got to do me. I got to create from the space I'm in, be as authentic and transparent to you and share what I'm doing. And these Wednesdays is what I built that around. Um, Sometimes they work and sometimes I'm like, oh, what was I thinking? So, uh, I want to say safe travels to those of you who are traveling to my studio. For those of you who are joining me virtually this weekend, I also want to extend a huge amount of thanks. I live in the space of gratitude my every day. I used to live in the space of fear every day, but I live in the space of gratitude. But November seems to be the month that everybody is very thankful and Thanksgiving, and everybody's got to wish me luck. I am having people over to my house, my small little house, one day after I travel for a week, and I will be entertaining them in my home. But for those of you who will be here in person, let me thank you and spoil you. For those who are joining me virtually this weekend, let me thank you and spoil you and give you some fun this weekend. Have a wonderful rest of your evening, or if you're in Australia, have a great day. New Zealand, and I will see many of you over this weekend. And I'll see you tomorrow. Talk to y'all later. Have a wonderful evening.